Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. There's a wise saying that a stitch in time saves nine, and that is exactly the situation between communities and headers who want to reside there. Right now, different communities, the people, and even the leaders of such communities are jittery. Immediately they see headers coming around. That's the case with the community in Ogun State, as the Oba himself, who is like the overall man there, is warning his people, the community resident, that they should be careful of any stranger that is trying to come around. And that's as a result of the fact that after most of the headers were ejected out of Oyo State, precisely from Ibarapa local government area, most of them have found Ogun State to be a better place to stay in, and they have already started building their huts, in the community, clearing off bushes, and they have started building their huts. The Oba is really scared at this point, and that seems to be the situation everywhere the headers are going. Now, according to the news, the Olu of Oba Erin in Obafemi Stroke Owo, the local government area of Ogun State, Oba Ganiyu Adegun, has cautioned his subject against harboring strangers, especially headers, that were looking for a place of abode following their forceful ejection from Ibaraba local government area of Oyo State. The call, according to the Monarch, became necessary following a video clip that has gone viral alleging that some headsmen who were forcefully sent away by youth of Ibaraba in Oyo State have started erecting structures in the agrarian town. Oba Sanyaolu also urged them to shun any act that could cause breakdown of law and order in his domain. He stressed that the viral video has created palpable fear in the minds of residents and visitors of the town. Findings have revealed that some headers were seen along the road leading to Oba Town, the community that hosts the new Abeokuta Correctional Facility and the Moshood Abiola Polytechnic. Some of them have already erected structure and clay bushes around the major roads leading to the town. Some residents of Oba and Alagada who spoke to our correspondent says the presence of the headers was noticed some days ago when they saw tractors clearing some farmland around Alagada village, about 20 meters to new Abeokuta Correctional Facility, and within 3 days, about 20 huts, typical of Fulani abodes, have started springing up. They said the presence of the headsmen around their community has become a source of concern for them, alleging that within few days they relocated to the area. The headers allowed their cattle to destroy their farm while grazing in the area. Wahala dey. Oba Sanyaolu, while speaking with some journalists in his palace, said some youths have already gone to these headers where they accosted them and shared the video clips of their encounter to the people, thereby creating tension in the minds of the people. To avoid any crisis that may erupt thereafter, I have called some people that I know facilitated the coming of these headers to a meeting where I instructed them to do the needful. On his part, Agbena of Oba Chief Rashid Sobowale said, though we have not had any attack from them, but a station time saves nine. Sometimes in the evening, you will see their cattle taking over road leading to the town. Travelers would have to wait several minutes before they were allowed to pass. He alleged that a member of Alagada village, Alhaji Suleiman Salisu, popularly known as Alagada, was responsible for the settlement of these Fulani headers in the area. In his own reaction, Salisu denied ever inviting any header from Ibarapa to Oba area of Ogun State, clarifying that those with him are headers who had already been in the state but residing in Owowo before they came to settle in Oba. He therefore assured the monarch and inhabitants of Oba town that he will sell off all his cattle and send the headers back to where they came from. According to him, he said, Your Majesty, based on the controversy that this issue have generated, and in order to allay the fear of our people, I will sell all my cows and send these people away. That's a good one. This is really serious. Most of the time when we try to assume supremacy over people and they come to realize, you now become a subject of rejection anywhere you go to. And that's the truth. The people of the Southwest received them to stay with them, but when they came in, they now started showcasing their nefarious attitude. And right now, nobody seems to contend with them again. Yeah, federal government, Nigerian Northern Elders Forum, Northern Governors Forum, they have been talking that there's no need of sending them packing and all of that. But no one wants to see what happened in Benue, in Oyo State, to happen to them. So nobody is ready to contend with them. And one of the things that is very not controversial, but it's the truth, and it's for me, it's not an assumption, is the fact that for these guys to come to a particular place, clear up the place, and settle very fine, someone must have invited them, and that is just it. Someone must have say, come over here. Here we live very okay. Nobody will trouble your peace and all. Nobody wants issues. Someone said something. He said, no matter how sweet trouble is, peace is better. And that is the truth. So the best thing to do is, when you see someone who is, you know that in his DNA, he likes creating wahala, he likes creating problem, make sure that you don't even start up anything like a relationship with them, so that you don't end up finding how to solve the problem that they will start creating. And guess what? That's the right way to live. That's just the right way to live. Because as much as these guys have been around, all what we have been discussing fairly recently, if you are very conversant with what is happening in Nigeria, you will know that one of the issues that is most paramount since from like 2 years ago had been the issue of haters causing wahala everywhere. And guess what? They are not stopping anytime soon. You notice that sometimes when they are granted interview, the way they react, the way they talk, is an indication that these guys are not willing to change. Now, I feel that, yeah, let's tell ourselves some very good truth. There are some persons who are haters, who are very peaceful. That one is sure. We can't generalize. Who are very peaceful. But then I feel at this point that the government should ensure they roll out a strategy to detect those who are just coming in from other places. I think also that the obas of these different communities that are being troubled by haters, they should make sure that they take census of the Fulani headsmen that have been living with them peacefully. Take census of them, so that if you see a strange face, you run to the Fulani leader there and say, hey, I've seen a strange face. I know that this person has never been around. And if you don't want us to reject, you better send him packing. I feel that's the ideal way to live. Because without that, this whole issue will continue. I thumbs up to the Oba, because no matter what anybody will say, I'm of the opinion that they should be really checkmate, because it's not fun to watch your people being slaughtered. It's not fun to watch your people being killed. It's not fun to find yourself being harassed, sent out of your home. You notice that strangers are now taking over your community. Nobody will be happy with that. So for me, thumbs up to him. He has done a great job, and the people themselves must be careful the kind of people that they bring in to stay with them. I like to leave it. They go to a